Yes. Can you repeat the question, please, so that I can answer that question? Make the question very clearly.
So it is said that desires create the future, because desire is about future. Whatever is known in the past creates a desire for future. Like if I had money or if I had no money, it creates a desire that I should have more money or health or any experience. I want more of that experience, like that. So if there are no desires, there is no future. That is first thing. And can there be a life without desires? Can we live? Is it possible?
Life without desire is not life.
Okay.
It's dead. Okay, it's a stone. The stone has no desire. I hope so. I don't know. Right? So the question is, there are many spiritual teachings say, drop the desire. Drop the desire for enlightenment, drop the desire for liberation. All those things are given as teachings.
Yeah.
Is it practical? Let us take the desire. To drop the desire, is it practical? I'm hungry now. I want to drop the desire for hunger. Is it practical? I may do the fasting, but ultimately I have to eat some food. So the dropping the desire, the drop the desire is told as a spiritual teaching by many people. Okay, there's a clarity required in this. What is the meaning of dropping the desire?
Yeah.
Right. What is desire anyway? First, let us understand what is desire. Do you want one more nose?
No.
Do you have a desire for one more nose? Can you get a desire for one more nose? No. What you have, you don't have a desire. Right? Yeah. You cannot have a desire for what you have. You can have a desire only for what you don't have, or somebody else has, that you can have a desire. Correct?
Yes.
If you have already something, there's no desire for that. If you don't have a desire, there's no question of dropping the desire comes into the picture. So all desires is about possessing something or getting something what you don't have or what you want to have. Is it true?
Yes.
Why do you get a desire? Why do you want to have a desire for something, to possess something? Any desire in us, I can categorize. There's two categories. One is a need and other is a luxury. What is a need? A need is a desire without which you cannot survive. There's no possibility of survival. For example, if I don't get air, I'll die. If I don't get food, I'll die. The survival depends on the need. Is it possible to drop the survival needs? A Gnani also used to eat food, no? A Gnani also has to breathe air, no? So desire for eating food, is it a desire? It is required for maintenance of the body, survival. So then, is it practical to say, drop the desire? So then you don't eat anything, you don't breathe air, you become like a stone. Is it practical? So then we have two categories of desires: a need-based desire and a want-based desire. Need is required for your survival. Want is good to have. What is good to have? In fact, for me, it is good to have a BMW car. But if no BMW car is not there, I don't mind. Nothing will happen. Nothing. My needs are taken care of. Food, water, survival is taken care of. So there is a need and a luxury. There are two types of desires: a need-based desire and a want-based desire. Want-based desire is luxury. Is it clear?
Yes.
So now, when you say drop the desire, what type of desire we have to drop? Want-based desire or need-based desire? So the need-based desire, the minimum desire we have to have is roti, kapda or makan, eating something, clothes and shelter, minimum desire. Beyond that, if I have a vehicle, a cycle, a motorbike, or a car, maybe a bigger car, is possible. So what is the boundary between the need and luxury? And for any need, we have to work. Without working, there's no need possible. No need can be satisfied. No want can be satisfied. Is it possible? If I want food, I have to work. It's very good that if I can drop the desire for food and I sit idle like a stone at place, I don't have to work. But is it practical? So any need or any want, you have to work and work hard. The bigger the desire, the bigger the want, the work more or work smart, whichever way. And working involves time, effort, because working time and effort has to be converted to money for getting desires fulfilled. Right? So a need-based desire, want-based desire. Sometimes whatever happens gradually over a period of time, whatever was want yesterday, whatever was luxury yesterday, becomes the need today. For example, when you are living alone, a bike was sufficient for you. But if you have 2 children, then you may need a car, small car. When you have bike, car was a luxury, car was a want. But when you have 2 children, you need a car. So want and need, whatever you want or whatever is luxury is there, starts becoming the need gradually. The need starts growing. Is it true?
Yes.
Then I'll come and say, drop the desire. Does it make sense anyway? Any sense at all? Dropping the desire. So drop the desire for a car, drop the desire for children's education, drop the desire for health. Is there any meaning in when I say drop the desire? So I have desire to be healthy, right? Nothing wrong in that, no? I don't want to suffer. So say, drop the desire for becoming healthy. Is it meaningful?
No.
Then what is the meaning of drop the desire is the question we have to understand. You have to understand that the word drop the desire. Okay. I said there are 2 types of desire, need and want. Basic need is for survival and want is for luxury. And any need, for basic need or a luxury, you have to work. So let us understand, why do I have a desire? There is a desire to be happy, and desire to avoid suffering is a natural desire for anybody. The desire is always for happiness or avoiding suffering. Is there any other type of desire there in life? Peace, of course. You can add peace and happiness if you want to equate. Peace and happiness and avoiding suffering is what I need. And what is my luxury also. True?
Yeah.
So now I will ask a question. You have a nose. Do you want another nose?
No.
Similarly, the peace and happiness are what you have already, or what you are. To have a desire for peace and happiness, I will get a desire for peace, happiness in future. I'll get a deep peace and happiness by doing something or by some other means. That desire is utterly meaningless and foolish, because you cannot have a desire for what you already have. If I already have a nose, I want another nose, the desire is foolishness. If I'm already of the nature of peace and I'm already nature of happiness, I want happiness or I want peace is meaningless. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I want peace and I want happiness is a desire which can never be fulfilled. If you want, if you call that as desire. I am peaceful if I get a car. So then the moment you get a car, your peace will go, because you have to maintain it, it's expensive. Then somebody else has a better car, so your peace will go. Any effort to get a peace and happiness from the objects of the world is bound to be failure. Is that understanding clear? Yeah, understood or not?
Yes, Guruji.
Huh?
Yeah.
So happiness and peace cannot come from objects. So that way, that desire is meaningless, utterly meaningless. But 99.99% of people are working for happiness and peace through objects. Okay. So now I'll go and tell them, drop the desire for objects. Will it work for them?
No.
Why? Because they think it is peace and happiness, objects of the world. Correct? And until you get a peace and happiness, you are restless. So no matter somebody says drop the desire, they still work for it, because they cannot be peaceful. They think that peace is available in any other objects and material.
Yeah.
So the drop the desire will not work for them, because they think that peace and happiness is, oh, if I get a promotion, I'll be peaceful. So any project which you have for getting peace and happiness is a temporary and result. The result there is a peace and happiness momentarily, but after that again restlessness is there. If I go and tell them that drop the desire, then it is not meaningful for them. A person is hungry, drop the desire for food is not meaningful. A person thinks that by getting a promotion he is peaceful, drop the desire is not meaningful for him. Correct?
Yeah.
Then whom is the drop the desire question meaningful? Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Dharma aviruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. Sri Krishna says desires are legitimate. Desires are meaningful. Desires makes your life move. Have you seen many people who are depressed? I don't have desire. I don't have enthusiasm for anybody. They'll lie at one corner of the house. Do they give you energy? They themselves don't have energy. They're like dead stones. A state of desireless is a state of negativity which is there in many of the people. A desire keeps the life moving. No desire, no life movement. Is it true?
Yeah.
So drop the desire means like become like a stone. Is it the meaningful advice, spiritual advice? It's not. Correct? Then what is the meaning of drop the desire is drop the understanding that objects of the world give happiness. A wrong understanding that objects of the give happiness. Objects of the world give peace. Achievements in life gets peace. Achievements in life give happiness. So that understanding you drop, not the desire itself. A wrong understanding you have to drop.
Yes.
So wrong understanding dropping doesn't mean that I won't have the objects. I will have the objects, but as a utility, as a useful device, not as something which gives me peace. For example, having a car is a utility, useful. I can travel. Having an aircraft or booking a ticket on the aircraft is useful. It's a utility. But do not confuse the utility with your peace. Is there a difference between utility and peace?
Yeah.
What is the difference between utility and peace?
The presence and absence of that utility doesn't bother us.
Yeah, presence and absence of the utility will not bother you. When it's present, you'll use it. When you're not present, you'll not be using it. Okay. That doesn't mean that to drop the desire for utility is meaningless. Utility can be useful. But to understand, thinking that if the utility is there only I am peaceful, then you are making a mess out of your life, because your happiness becomes conditional to availability of that object, maybe a car, maybe a vehicle, maybe a promotion. If the promotion is there, it's useful, it'll give you some better salary. If the promotion is not there, then do you want to make your life miserable? Many exams people see, we see the students, right? They have studied very hard, they are expecting 100% mark, somebody gets 99 marks, so the person commits suicide. So his happiness is depend on getting their 100% mark, but his life is much more valuable that he doesn't understand that. For that 1 mark, he gives up the life. Have you seen that newspaper? You read the newspapers. Is life much more valuable than that 1 mark? So what has happened is that you have linked your peace and happiness with that achievement, success. If you link your happiness and peace with any external object, then your life is miserable. Nothing but miserable. Any small thing also. That doesn't mean that there is no utility for objects. Definitely there's utility. Do not confuse the utility with happiness and peace. Our confusion is coming because utility gives me happiness, which is wrong. I can use it, which gives me efficiency, comfort, but I am peaceful or happy without the utility also. That understanding is meaning of drop the desire. So drop the desire, does it mean becoming a monk and go to Himalayas? Even the monk has a need, some dress, some food. So drop the desire means drop the wrong understanding about desires. Wrong understanding about the desire is, I get happiness from objects of the world. I get happiness from the achievements in the world. I get happiness from the relations. I get happiness from the friends. Anything which makes you dependent for happiness on the external object is an addiction. Anything which makes you depend on the external objects makes you a machine. For example, I have a remote. Remote, when I switch on, the TV will be on. Switch off, the TV will be off. The TV has no choice. So you become a remote controlled puppet when you link your happiness to the objects of the world and peace to the objects of the world. So drop the desire doesn't mean that objects of the world are not required for you. Objects are the world there for utility, usefulness, but don't link presence and the absence of the object to your happiness. That's the meaning of drop the desire. Is it becoming clearer?
Yeah.
Yes. Correct? So now please understand, anything in spirituality, even if you understand a little bit wrongly, your whole life will be gone. Mess. Drop wrong understanding about the object. Objects giving happiness. Can object give us happiness? Please tell me. Which object can give you happiness? As a child, I was playing with marbles. Marble was giving me happiness. And one marble loss, I used to cry. And I know people in a small cricket match, they beat each other and they hit each other, thinking that cricket match is life. They don't know. A person got leg broken when he lost the cricket match. Somebody came and attacked him, his teammate. Is life so trivial? Depend on so external factors. So the external factors, happiness depending on external factors, makes your life trivial, makes your life meaningless. Then you become a puppet of the external situation. You become external situation, become remote control. So your friend doesn't talk to you, you'll be depressed. Friend talks to you, you'll smile. A salesman comes and praises you, you'll feel happy. A salesman you lose the money, you'll become depressed. Are you a remote controlled puppet in life? Tell me, are you a remote control puppet? Do you want to live a life of a puppet?
No.
So if you don't want to live a puppet life of a puppet, you should say, no situation in life can affect me. Then you have to understand the difference between need and luxury very clearly. Need is what is required for my survival. Luxury is what I can have. If it is there, I'll enjoy. If it's not there, I'm okay. Is it possible to have such a relationship with the objects of the world? Let's take the example, start with a car. Is it possible to have a relationship? Oh, car is there, I'll be happy. Okay. Car is not there, I'm okay. Is it possible?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it possible with relationships? The relationship is there, I'm okay. Relationship is not there, I'm okay. Is it possible?
Yeah. Yes.
Relationship is there, I'll be happy, I'll enjoy. Nothing wrong in enjoyment. Please understand, spirituality is not about killjoy. Spirituality is not about sadness. Spirituality is not about making you dull and useless in life. If it is there, friends are there, I'm happy. Friends are not there, I'm okay. Doesn't matter to me. If the car is there, I'm happy. If car is not there, I'm okay. Can we live life like that? Is it possible?
Yeah.
Huh? So that is the meaning of dropping the desire. Presence and absence of something doesn't affect me. That doesn't mean that I'll run away from presence. So suppose tomorrow somebody comes and gives you a lot of money. No, I have no desire. I don't want money. That's not the way. Can I use the money? Is it legitimate? If the money is there, I'll use it. It's a utility. Utility and happiness, we should not confuse. Friends are there. Good. We'll go out, we'll talk. Friends are not there. Doesn't matter. In other words, an attitude that I'm okay in life, irrespective of circumstances, is called dropping the desire. Go to a movie, enjoy a movie. Nothing wrong in that. Right? Movie is not there. Don't feel depressed. If your movie is not there, you feel depressed, then you are not understood, drop the desire. Talk to your friend, be happy. Friend doesn't talk, just you're okay. Friend doesn't talk, you're depressed, then you're not understood what is dropping the desire means. Dropping the desire means addiction to external objects for happiness. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now, in this context, what is need and what is luxury? Need is the minimum number of things which I need for survival. And luxury is what I can afford to have. Correct? So day by day, our needs, our luxury will start becoming need. What was luxury yesterday will become need today. True? For example, when I was alone, one bedroom rented house was need for me. Now today, a 3-bedroom house is a need. 3-bedroom house is a luxury for me at that time. It has become a need for me now. Correct?
Yeah.
So over a period of time, our needs will start growing and luxury starts becoming the need. Is there an end to this? Is there a limit to this? Luxury becoming need?
No.
Okay. What you have to understand is for every need or luxury, I have to work. Work means effort. And effort, if I link that this is there, I am happy. It's not there, I'm happy. Then all our efforts are waste because nothing can give us full happiness. The moment I get something else opens up. Some restlessness opens up. So all your investments in the time and effort in getting something, building some relationship is a waste of time. In that sense, if you're looking for a permanent happiness from that. True?
Yeah.
Nothing can give you permanent happiness, permanent peace from a world. There's nothing, not a single thing which can give you permanent happiness and permanent peace. Right? So all your efforts to get happiness from the objects of the world, the projects which you do, the time which you spend is a waste of time. Does it mean that you should not put effort? Does it mean that you should not do anything? Does it mean that? Because all my effort to do something in life is bound to be, is not giving me happiness. Is it true? True. Permanent happiness. It will give temporary happiness. No doubt about it. So you should not do anything. Is it true?
Logically true.
No, then you have to advise your son. Don't study. Study doesn't give you happiness. Don't go for a job. Job doesn't give you happiness. You give that advice to your son. No? If it's logically true, you have to give this advice to your son. In fact, I will give the advice to your son. Don't study. It's a waste of time. Is it logically true? Where is the flaw in the logic when I say? In fact, today I'm going to call your son and say, don't study. It's a waste of time. Why are you studying for IIT? Why are you studying for a job? Don't do it. It's a waste of time. Shall I tell that? If it's logically true, I have to tell that, no? Where is the logical flaw here?
I mean, he should do without seeking any happiness from that.
See, any work we do, you have to understand that person is a child, right? The child will grow by doing. There's an inner maturity will come. Experience of life will bring a lot of learning and maturity. We have to do everything in life to grow, mature, become, and learn in life. If the child is kept at home, not sent to school, he is not doing anything, but he will not grow also. He'll become immature. Right?
Yeah.
Anything we have to do in life, okay, not for happiness, but for inner growth, inner maturity. Correct? Yeah. For a person who is seeking inner maturity and growth, say, drop the desire, don't do anything. Does it make sense? Huh? So all our thought process we have to change. I have to do something to get happiness, we have to change. I have to do something to get peace in the life from objects of the world, we have to change. We have to change. I have to do something in life to become more mature person, do more evolved person, right? Learn something in life. That is the shift which has to happen. That shift is called drop the desire. The life is there for learning. So but what we have done, we're trying to get juice out of life. I want to get happiness out of life. I want to get happiness out of relationships. I want to get happiness out of possessions. That's why I'm doing something. Drop that and say, I want to do something. I want to get a job. I want to get a promotion for my inner growth. So tomorrow I don't get promotion. My inner growth has happened. Okay. Tomorrow I get the promotion, I have inner growth innerly. Tomorrow I don't get promotion, I've learned something, my inner growth has happened. The doing something is for inner growth, not for happiness. Is it understanding? Understood?
Yes.
So I want to have relationships, a friend. Okay. So the understanding that I want to have a friend for my happiness will make you as a slave of the friend, or friend, you as a slave, you become the slave of the friend. You become the slave of the friend, or friend becomes your slave. Because you want to try to extract happiness from each other. You understand? So then what should the relationship, any relationship in life? Relationship is not to extract happiness from each other, because both don't have happiness. Nobody can give happiness to anybody else. Relationship should be, together can we become more and more mature persons, learn from each other, learn from experience of life and become mature persons. Learning should be the objective, not extracting peace from learning from success and failure. Learning from being together is maturity. So can we shift our understanding? I want a friend for happiness. I want to get peace from happiness, friends from happiness. Can I shift the understanding to relationships? Any relationships is there for making us more mature in life, more evolved in life. Can anything be converted into learning in life? That is the meaning of dropping the desire. Is it possible? Let's take the relationship. Education you understood, right? Why do you have to study? Why do you have to do a job? You understood, right? For learning and growing, correct?
Yeah.
Right? For your son, if he doesn't learn, he'll become idle. He'll be a burden for you also. Forget himself. Then you'll throw him out of the house. Do you want to give him education that don't drop the desire? Do you want to educate him that drop the desire because it's great spiritual teaching?
No, Guruji.
He will become a burden for you. He'll become a burden for himself, right? So what you want him to do is you want to grow, learn, face life. Life has always challenges for success and failure. In that process, you become mature. So life is a place for experience and learning and understanding and becoming more mature. But if you say life is a place for getting happiness, then we are missing life, because life, everything keeps on changing. You may work hard for promotion, but promotion may not come. Somebody else may get it, but you'll be depressed, right?
Yeah.
If you say the working hard is for my own evolution, then you'll not get depressed, whether you get a promotion or not. Then you'll become better, you'll become more efficient in working. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So your attitude of happiness has to change. Now let's take relationships. Okay, I'm taking relationships, right? Let us take relationship. What is the relationship for? To get happiness, to make each other happy.
No.
By being together, okay, by having a relationship, I have to learn something in life, a maturity. For example, you are married now, right? Has marriage given you some experience in life?
Yeah.
Has marriage taught you something in life? Huh?
Lots.
It has to. Marriage has given some experience in life. First thing is experience of responsibility. Okay, you cannot run away from your responsibility in any point of time. Can you run away from your responsibility, husband, child, family? Can you run away?
No.
So having a responsibility, how to fulfill the responsibility, and if I am not able to fulfill the responsibility, how to increase my strength to fulfill the responsibility is the challenge. For example, I have a family and I am earning some money. That money is not sufficient by my children's education. Then what I have to do? I cannot run away from my responsibility. I have to work hard, or I have to work smart, earn money for my children's education. So that means I have to increase my capacity. What is the learning here? How do I increase my ability? Is it true? Is it understanding?
Yeah.
So let us say a relationship is there with a friend. Can that relationship give happiness?
No.
Happiness, please understand, happiness is about learning and growing. Okay? As long as you help each other to learn and grow, the happiness will be there. That's a give and take, not about happiness, but helping each other to become more mature, more evolved in life. You understand the difference? For example, when you go to the guru, right? Hey, master. Why do you go to the master? So master can give you some happiness. Master teaches you the secret of happiness by teaching. By implementing that in your life, you will become evolved. Ultimately, everything in life is a learning process. I can learn from good things. I can learn from bad things. I can learn from success. I can learn from failure. And in each process, my inner strength grows. I become more mature. So this is the meaning of dropping the desire. Is it clear with respect to relationships? Is it clear with respect to children? Is it clear with respect to family?
Yeah.
Right? If you drop the desire, you'll become a burden for somebody. Right? Not only will become burden for yourself, you'll become burden for somebody else also. So in any situation, we have to see how I can learn, how I can evolve from this situation, rather than what happiness I get from this situation. In that process, what happens? Some success will come, some failure will come, some relationship will be there, some relationship will not be there. But you will not be disturbed because you are looking at for gaining learning and education from any situation. That is real meaning of dropping the desire. And the world, the entire universe designed by Ishvara, is not there to give you happiness. It is there to give you education. University is not there to give happiness to your child. University is there to give education to the child. Let us say there is a happy university, okay, where they teach only drinking, dancing, enjoying. Will you send your son there?
No.
Huh? So why do you send son there? He will learn something, he will grow and he'll become mature. In the hope that he will become more mature and grow is the hope. University is there for education, right? So world is there for happiness. Please tell me.
No.
Why? World is there for a learning. Because every situation in life keeps on changing. Nothing will be stationary. You understand? The change will make you learn, evolve. The circumstances will pose more and more challenges for you to evolve. Have you heard of two animals kept in a zoo? A lion was kept in a zoo. Okay. It was there for 10 years. Life is very comfortable in the zoo now. Every day morning, somebody will open the cage, put some food into the mouth. Some disease there, or injection will be given. Is life very comfortable?
Yeah.
The animal escapes from the zoo. And street dogs kill that lion. Street dogs. Can you imagine a king of forest getting killed by street dogs? Why? Why does he get killed by street dogs? In zoo, there's no opportunity to learn anything. Is it there? Nothing. Open the mouth, food will be there. Not well, injection will be there. Water you want, water is there. What is there to learn? So any king of animals, lion king can be killed by a street dog because there is no learning has happened. Correct? For learning to happen, a lion should not be in the zoo. It has to be in a forest. Why? In the forest, every day morning you have to go and hunt. Nobody will give a cub. Oh, you are a king of forest. I'll give you some food to you. Is it possible?
No.
You have to exercise your muscle. You have to go. You have to find out how. So that intellect and body mind complex will become sharp in the process of life in the forest. Can any forest lion can be killed by a street dog? No. How dare? 10 street dogs it will kill in one shot. It is surviving now. Huh? Because the forest provides various challenges and opportunities for learning. The challenges are two types. Difficulty is one day you don't get food, one day there's no rain. So in all those circumstances, the lion or any animal gets trained in the forest. A wild animal is strong because of that. Your inner strength grows when there are challenges. You understand?
Yes.
So like that, the entire universe is designed for growing your inner strength by providing different types of challenges and making sure that nothing will remain stationary. For example, I studied engineering. 1984, I passed out. And I worked for 30 years in corporate. In engineering, every 2 years, the subject will change. New things will come up. Unless I cope up, I'm out of the engineering. I'll be jobless. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the life, entire universe is designed for challenging you every day in different ways. The purpose of the universe is to make you grow, becoming more mature, not give you comfort. If you're comfortable, then you'll not learn anything in life. So now what should be our attitude to the universe? Universe is not there for my happiness. Universe is there for becoming happy, learning and becoming more mature. Correct?
Yeah.
Now there are learnings of two types: intellectual learning and emotional learning. Okay. What is intellectual learning? I learn so many things. I learn. I have. Can you pause 1 minute? So the understand there are two types of learning in life. Okay, intellectual learning and emotional learning in life. Correct. What is intellectual learning? I learn physics, college, PhD, Nobel Prize. I'm very smart intellectually. It's called IQ. IQ will become sharper and sharper as I learn. Correct? But emotionally, will I learn something in life? Emotional learning is possible. What is emotional learning? Emotional maturity. Some things come life, I'll depressed. Something comes joyful comes in, I'll get elated. I'll go through roller coaster in life. Emotional maturity, that I will not get disturbed anything in life. Is it possible? That's possible only when you attitude change our attitude to life. Our attitude to life is I want to get happiness from life. Instead of that, I want to get learning from life. If our attitude changes, the emotional maturity will come. A good thing in life, bad thing in life, success in life, failure in life, name in life, fame in life, or somebody abusing me, I learn something and become more mature person. Then I'll not be emotionally disturbed. For everything, I'll look at as learning opportunity. Then I'll get an emotional maturity. And understanding that every opportunity in life is a learning process, that understanding is called dropping desire. Are you getting what I'm saying? So a really emotional mature person will not get disturbed in anything in life. Einstein, this guy who is that Thomas Alva Edison, failed 25,000 times before he found out a lamp. Then people asked him, you are a failure in life. 25,000 times you have failed. Anybody would run away. 10,000 times itself is a big number. He says, no, I learned 25,000 times what doesn't work. So it's a learning for me. If you're not persistent today, we don't have bulb. Every opportunity in life, success or failure, is a learning in life. If we take that and improving for myself, then a emotional maturity will come in life. Any relationship, money, power, position, external things is there to teach me, learn from something from that, become more mature, then emotional maturity comes. So when I say learning, intellectual learning and emotional learning, the two things I'm speaking of. As we become more and mature, more and more evolve in life, can we become more emotionally and intellectually mature? Intellectual maturity is called wisdom. Emotional maturity is called peace. Is it possible?
Yes.
So this attitude towards life has to change. Life is there to give me happiness. You have to change, understand. Life is there to make me restless and help me to learn. Life is there to pose challenges and throw challenges at me so that I grow internally. That shift is called dropping the desire for happiness from the objects of the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So now people say desires are always in the future. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is desire creates a future. So I will be happy if I get this, a promotion. So I have to work for 1 year. My happiness is postponed by 1 year. True?
Yeah.
And the promotion I don't get promotion, then I'll be unhappy. So I have not only postponed 1 year time, and I have committed myself to a happiness or unhappiness based on the promotion, which means I have become a slave of promotion. Are we clear?
Yeah.
So all desires for getting happiness in the future are not worth it, because you are committing something to unpredictable. Tomorrow promotion may be there or may not be there. Tomorrow relationship may be there or may not be there. You are predicting yourself to uncertainty, unreliability. So that is the meaning of getting a desire in future, a desire for happiness in future. True?
Yeah.
So should you drop that desire? No. Don't be under the impression that something will give me happiness. I am there to work for my inner growth, intellectual maturity, emotional maturity. Then can any situation give you unhappiness?
No.
Today is the happiness, tomorrow is not happiness. So I'm working for promotion, nothing wrong in that. But whether promotion comes or not, doesn't matter. Day by day, I'm improving myself what I call as intellectually and emotionally. That should give me happiness today, not tomorrow. So the concept is happiness is always today and not tomorrow. That's the reality. How happiness can be there today? If I can enrich my life, not by getting something, by making my own inner ability better, intellectually, emotionally, then I'm enriching myself. Enriching myself, having 1 crore rupees or 10 crore rupees is external enrichment. That's nothing wrong in that. But am I enriching myself today? Becoming a more mature person, intellectually and emotionally. When you become intellectually, emotionally, you are becoming a more mature person spiritually also. So when you say the desire creates the future, so you are always plugging the desire to get something. The getting something always involves time. That means you are bringing a concept of time into happiness. Why can't you be happy today? Why can't you be happy now? Are we clear?
Yeah.
I can be happy now, provided only thing is in the given situation, how I can become myself more mature intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. A life is a constant learning. If you do that, you are happy every moment of life. Desire creates the future. In that sense, desire doesn't create a future. Desire is always about the future. And desire always comes about the past. In the past, we have always learned that something in life gives you happiness. We have learned a wrong thing in life. So people have told, if you get a job, you will be happy. If you get married, you will be happy. At 30 or 40 years of life, you have to understand all these things are not right. What I learned from the society is not right thing. Happiness from objects. Can you pause? So life is a continuous journey of intellectual and emotional maturity. This can happen by various situations in life for learning. And life is not there to make us comfortable. It is there designed for us to learn. So there's a great scientist. His name is Lasik. He invented LASIK surgery, which is required for eye surgery. He said he has met many people in life, very successful people, because he was the pioneer in the LASIK surgery. great person who was pioneered in the LASIK surgery. And in his surgical career, he met so many people, so many rich and celebrities, very successful people. And he said one quality of successful people he found, that to become successful in life, they are not attached to the results. There's a detachment. They work hard, try to get something. If it doesn't come, they learn something and go ahead in life. The detachment is the quality which you learn from them. That's the maturity. So as we evolve in life, as we go through life, can we become more mature emotionally and intellectually? And life provides enough opportunities for that, in terms of friends, in terms of relationships, in terms of family, in terms of marriage, in terms of children, in terms of job. It gives enough opportunity for us. So this understanding, a journey of life, is a journey of maturity, intellectual and emotional maturity. If we change our attitude to life, then we'll be peaceful this moment. Because this moment I'll see what is the opportunity come to me for learning, becoming more mature. That makes me more peaceful. I can learn from good things, I can learn from bad things. Success and failure, I can learn this moment. So this moment I'm happy, not tomorrow. So always in the past, we are conditioned to believe that happiness comes from objects. You get this, you'll be happy. You don't get that, you'll not be happy. So that conditioning projects us into future. Oh, you'll get this happy, you'll become unhappy. Nobody has taught us happiness is about emotional maturity. Happiness is about intellectual maturity. If you become intellectually, emotionally mature, you'll become spiritually evolved. That's why in ancient India, we said life is towards a sannyasa. Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanapastha. Sannyasa means a mature person. Can we become more and more mature as we move towards life? That's why we respect people with the gray hair. So they are mature. We can't say gray hair makes a person mature, but at least with age and experience, he'll become a mature person. Emotionally stable, intellectually mature. Intellectual maturity is called IQ, emotional stability is called EQ. Then they say SQ. SQ is spiritual quotient. Intellectual quotient is intellectual maturity. SQ is emotional quotient is emotional maturity, equanimity, and SQ is spiritual maturity. Spiritual maturity is clarity about life, clarity about who am I, clarity about the world. That's called spiritual maturity. Now, people are looking for SQ, spiritual maturity, when they say, I seek enlightenment. But when they don't have emotional maturity, the spiritual maturity becomes difficult. So the emotional maturity, when people don't have, so then we have to get the emotional maturity through process of yoga. Yoga is 4 types: karma yoga, kriya yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. Yoga is there for you making more emotionally mature person. Yoga is not about intellectual maturity. Yoga is about emotional maturity. Jnana yoga is about spiritual quotient, SQ. Who am I? What is the world all about? So now the question comes, even desire for enlightenment is a desire. Drop the desire. Is that the question?
Yeah. Yes, Guruji.
Right? So that is a wrong teaching, not a right teaching. The desire for enlightenment is designed for an emotional stability. I'm getting disturbed in life. I want emotional stability. The emotional stability will not come unless you have a understanding of life. It is called spiritual quotient, about what is the world, what is myself, who is God, how I am related. That clarity doesn't come. So emotional stability requires intellectual clarity about life, not about the objects of the world. So when people say drop the desire for enlightenment, the enlightenment is not something you get in life. It's not an event in life. You cannot get enlightenment like I brought a car, I got enlightenment one day. It's not a postponed event. Enlightenment is recognizing your own nature as peace and happiness. For that, your understanding about yourself, your understanding about the world has to change. The changing will come through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. The clarity. And the purity will come, emotional purity will come by doing work on yoga. So the drop the desire for enlightenment is to drop the desire for purification also. Drop the desire for enlightenment. Is it a meaningful advice, Gayatri?
No, Guruji.
So it's like saying, I'm not happy. I'm not. I have a disease. I have a fever. So the drop the desire for healing. So that's not a right answer. The drop the desire for enlightenment means drop the desire for enlightenment as a postponed event in time. Oh, one day I'll get enlightened. One day I'll happen. That desire you have to drop. The enlightenment is here and now. If this moment I'm happy, this moment I'm peaceful, then enlightenment is this moment. Moment to moment, I have to learn how to be enlightened, how to be living peacefully, happily. So that will happen only when I treat life as a learning opportunity, not as a something which I can get happiness. Then I start perpetually looking for my family has to give me happiness, my friends have to give me happiness, my money has to give me happiness. Then happiness will never come because they will not be for nobody it's guaranteed. Can they be this moment I be happy? This moment, what is the learning for me? Can I learn and become emotionally mature? Then I am happy this moment. Moment to moment, the living in the moment is called enlightenment. For that, a purity and clarity has to come. Purity of the heart and clarity of the mind has to come. So drop the desire for enlightenment means don't make enlightenment as an event by getting something. I do something, I'll get it. For example, I want to get a house, I'll have to earn and give the money and get the house. So enlightenment is not a result of your effort. Enlightenment is a result of your inner qualities shining, inner quality of peace and happiness which is there in you appearing in your life. So then should I drop the desire for purification?
No.
Did you get the question? Huh?
No, Guruji.
So purification means already peace and happiness in me. I'm conditioned by life and society to learn something, think that world is in a different way. So that I have to change my attitude to life. So my attitude to life was earlier, I do something to get happiness from the world. Can I have an attitude that I do something for learning, becoming more mature and helping others? It's a flipping the way we interact with the world. It's a reversing the way we interact with the world. That's called karma yoga. Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So let's say I'll say drop the desire for enlightenment. Then I'll drop the desire for purification also. Then you are nothing like but a vegetable. A vegetable is better actually. Right? So working for our own purification is nothing wrong in that. You work for your purification now. Why you have a desire for washing your teeth in the morning?
Yeah.
Correct, no? So desire to keep myself in a good condition, purification is right, legitimate desire. But to say that purification leads to enlightenment is wrong desire, because enlightenment is not an event. Enlightenment is what you are. Right?
Yeah.
So by purification, what happens is your mind starts shining with more light of self, Atma Jyoti. Reflection will happen. Now it's happening, reflection is happening, dim reflection, because there's a dust there. Tamoguna, Rajoguna, dust is there. To make it Sattoguna, purification is necessary. That purification effort does not give you enlightenment. Enlightenment is already there, light is already there. It's not shining properly because surface is dull. So should we stop the purification effort because purification desire for purification is a desire? I'll drop it. Is the question clear?
Yeah.
What will happen if you drop the desire for purification? Tell me.
The cleaning up will never happen.
The cleaning will never happen. As long as you are comfortable with that dusty environment, it's okay. Nothing wrong in that. I'm comfortable with dust which is there in my mind. I'm okay. Nothing wrong. I'm comfortable with the dust in my room or somebody's house is very dirty. I'm comfortable with that. Nothing wrong in that. But if I'm not comfortable, I have to clean it. So that more and more light of self will shine there. Light of self will not get it because you are the light of self. Whether light of self can shine through the mind, shine in the mind is the question.
Yeah.
For that, any activity required is called yoga. That's a purification activity, intention activity. Karma yoga means I'll change my attitude to the world. I want to get happiness from the world by doing something. No, by doing something, I'm learning every day and I want to give happiness to somebody. So that attitude is called karma yoga. Kriya yoga means I have learned wrong habits in life, in whether it's food or eating or breathing. Have you learned everything good in life? Have you learned how to breathe properly in life? Who taught you?
No one.
But wrong things you learn easily. So that correction which is required in our energy system is called Kriya Yoga. It's correction required. It's not something doing new. But if you think that the correction, what Kriya Yoga you're doing is giving enlightenment, that's false. Kriya Yoga is correcting what you have done wrongly.
Yeah.
Karma Yoga is correcting whatever attitude to karma, action earlier. It's a correction. But many people think that, oh, this itself will give me enlightenment. Enlightenment is not a result of any action. Enlightenment is what you are. This is there to purify your subconscious mind, chitta, so that more and more light shines through. Kriya Yoga is there purifying energy system. Karma Yoga is purifying your karma, actions, thought process. Why it comes for thought process? To do any action perfectly, give 100% attention, how much focus, sharp mind should be. So that will burn away all your other vasanas, Rajoguna and Tamoguna vasanas. That's Karma Yoga. Kriya Yoga is we have learned a lot of wrong habits of breathing. Okay, our breath is not full, our lungs are not full. So that what creates the energy blocks in the system, body, and that creates a mental block. Mental block means there's less light shining, awareness. Bhakti Yoga means devotion. So we have love is our natural life. This thing, I love my child, I love my husband. Okay, to be able to love everything as God is called Bhakti Yoga. It's a correction in our emotion. So Jnana is a correction in our understanding. I have understanding of life, world is real, Atma is not there, or Brahman is not there, God is some vague entity. So that understanding clarity is called Jnana Yoga. So clarity is Jnana Yoga, purity is other yogas. So enlightenment will not happen because it's not happening. Enlightenment is what you are. Your nature is light, Atma Jyoti. But is it shining through the body mind complex? Don't know. If you are comfortable not shining, it's okay. Then leave it. Then drop the desire for purification, drop the desire for enlightenment. Then if you have a desire for enlightenment, then don't think that enlightenment is an event in the future. Enlightenment is manifesting my existing. It is manifesting what I am trying to manifest. Is the difference clear?
Yes, Guruji.
What you don't have, you'll never be able to manifest. If you don't have peace inside, you cannot manifest. If you don't have happiness inside, you cannot manifest. So it's there, but then it's hidden. It's not mature. Then you have to manifest itself. That's called yoga.
Yeah.
Understand? So then this concept of drop the desire has two connotations. When I express the desire, right, when I work for the desire, okay, it is never satisfying fully anytime. No, I cannot get happiness from anything. That's me. One day I'll get exhausted over life. Whatever I try, it doesn't work. So then I suppress the desire. Drop the desire means also suppression. I don't want to have desire. Then suppression. Desire will not go anywhere. It will go dormant. And it will explode one day. Expression and suppression both are not solutions. Having right attitude to desire is the solution. Right attitude to desire is, the desire is there to manifest my potential, my divinity. It's not for getting divinity. I cannot become divine. I cannot grow up from outer circumstance. What is inside I have to mature. A seed grows into a plant because the plant is already there. If plant is not there, seed cannot grow. So already you have a divinity in you. So that divinity has to fully manifest, fully blossom. For that, work is required. That's called karma yoga. For that, certain energy practice are required. That's called kriya yoga. For that, understanding is called gnana yoga. So should you drop the desire for all these yogas? Then you will not be fully mature person. Your life is not complete. Expression is not a solution. Suppression is not a solution for the desire. But transformation of desire by right understanding of life is helpful. Convert the desire for getting something in life to purification and clarity. Is it one day job? Oh, today I got purified. Tomorrow I got clarity. It is a job, continuous process. Don't keep on putting a milestone there. Solution. Expression of desire is not sorry. Suppression of desire is not sorry. Transformation of desire into what can you reveal happiness is the solution. So then you say, I want enlightenment. Now, enlightenment is not an event, something which you can get. Enlightenment is a purification and clarity. Then more and more peace will manifest through you. So have I answered your question?
Yes, Guruji.
Is there any question left unanswered?
No, nothing.
See, any spiritual teaching when it taken out of context will give a lot of confusion and misdirection in life. We have to be very, very clear what is the meaning of spiritual teaching. Any small thing, no, drop the desire. Means what? I have to drop desire. I'll become like a vegetable. No, it won't work that way. Drop the desire means understand life in a right way. Life is there for learning and maturity, intellectual maturity, emotional maturity. And emotional maturity has to lead to emotional purity. That's called yoga. And intellectual maturity has to lead to intellectual clarity. That's called gnana. A person who is intellectually mature, emotionally mature, and spiritually mature is a mature person. He lives always in the present moment, not in the future, not in the past. And he doesn't get attached to external things. External things, if he's there, he'll use them, he'll enjoy them. It's not there, he doesn't get disturbed. That person is called Sthita Prajna, enlightened one. Is it too much of answer for a question, simple question?
It's clear, Guruji.
Okay. So shall we close? So then they had a question. A Gnani also has desire. There is no desire for any happiness. Gnani knows I am happiness. So Gnani has a project. Gnani has a plan. Okay. To give happiness and desire, happiness to somebody. Do you call that as a desire, Gayatri? Is there difference between desire for happiness and desire out of happiness? What is the difference? Gnani may work hard, but not for happiness. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter to him. If he works hard, he'll keep on maturing, learn, and he'll help others also learn. Do you call that as desire?
No.
It's not desire, no. So when you use the word desire, desire is to get something, be happy. There's nothing to get for Gnani. So he is working out of happiness. He can also become like a stone. It doesn't help anybody. So he says, okay, it is useful to somebody, let it be there. Similar desire for purification. Is it a desire? Let us take the desire for purification. Is it a desire?
Yeah.
No. Desire for purification is not a desire because you are not getting an object from that desire. You are not making any conditions, some conditions to manifest, some conditions, a promotion, job, or any external thing. Its desire for purification is your inner urge to purify yourself. You will not get anything out of that. For example, let's say I have got a fever. I have a desire to get rid of fever. Do I get anything out of getting rid of fever?
Getting back my health.
My health was there already, no? I'm not getting any health newly. Right? If there's no new gain there, I'm getting rid of what is unwanted.
Yeah.
In that sense, it's not a desire. Because desire is always attached to getting something.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
See, this desire for enlightenment or liberation, I'll tell you. A seed is there. Okay? Any seed. Every seed, actually. Every seed has a desire to become a plant, to become a tree. The tree is there inside the desire seed. The tree is already there in miniature form. It wants to manifest that. It wants to grow into a tree. Is the job of a seed easy? Not at all. Very tough. When the seed falls into the ground, okay, it will be buried deep inside the ground, soil. It doesn't see sunlight. It does not know where sun is. It does not know how thick the ground is. But it wants to break. It wants to come out. Is it easy? And when seed sprouts, how fragile is that sprouting? Have you seen? Very weak. That sprout has to penetrate the ground to come out, to see the sunlight. Sometimes seed has fallen into stone. It has to break the stone and come out. The desire is there in the seed to become a tree. Inherent desire. That's the desire, is the nature of life. And the seed may not even get enough water. It does not know how thick is the soil. But still, the seed struggles to come out, become a plant, become a tree. We are all like seeds. Within us, inherently within us, the divinity is there. Absolute peace, absolute love, universal love, happiness, clarity, compassion. The divine qualities are there in us. It's a seed. There's a desire within each of us to manifest that. So manifesting doesn't mean getting something. I'll be peaceful if I get something. I'll be happy I get something. So then we have the attempt is misdirected. The divinity in us is inherent. It's there. It's in the dormant condition. That has to be awakened. That's the meaning of awakening Kundalini. You have to awaken yourself. You're sleeping. Now, whatever effort you do towards that awakening is called yoga. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, kriya yoga. Because it's like breaking the seed, breaking the ground. The ground is so heavy, so thick. Our concepts are so thick. Our wrong understanding is so thick. Our emotions are so piled up. So that we have to break through. So that is called yoga. A seed has a desire to become a tree. All human beings, in fact, all living beings have a desire to become fully divine. Become one with the universe. Become one with God. That's the desire for enlightenment. That's the desire for liberation. But that's not getting something from outside. That is actually manifesting what you have. Is it easy for a seed? No. Is it easy for a human being? No. There is thick soil, thick wall, thick. But good thing is, as a human being, we can know, we can understand and try to get rid of that. And that's called yoga. That's called sadhana. You are divine inherently. The divinity doesn't come from outside. Seeking happiness from outer objects is a problem, because you are missing the inner ability. You have to work in the world, but not for getting happiness, but to manifest the divinity in you. That's called karma yoga. You have to do some breathing practices, not to learn something, but to correct what you have learned wrongly. That's called kriya yoga. You have to learn love unconditionally because you have learned wrong emotional habits. That's called bhakti yoga. And you have to understand life, the world, about yourself, because the wrong understanding is there. Correct it. It's called jnana yoga. And when I have a disease like a fever, I go to a doctor. Doctor gives me medicine and disease goes. I don't gain health. Health is inherent in me. It got spoiled because of my food habit, my lifestyle, whatever is that. The doctor is giving a correction. Similarly, yoga is giving a correction. Inherently, you are divine. That will have to manifest. That's why you have to learn from seed in the ground. Clear? Any questions?